Any further questions, folks, you have, feel free to, unmute and just go ahead with it.
Hi, Sahil. This is Ashish.
Yeah, hi, Ashish.
Yeah, so I come in from an analytics background, and when I hear about there's a new role in product management which is called as data product manager roles, which I see a lot of them floating around these days. So I wanted to get some insights from you guys of regarding how is a data product manager role different than an analytics manager role, which is typically there in all the tech firms, right? So just wanted to get a sense of that, and is it something which is preferable for people from a data background? Would that help? So just wanted to get your insights.
Yeah, I think Monica, would you want to take that up?
Sure. I think very recently I have been in one of the recruitment drive where we were hiring for a data product manager, right? So the analogies are very similar. We work with engineers and we have engineering manager. We work with analytics team. They have analytics manager, right? So analytics manager will be heading a team of data engineers, data scientists who would be solving a problem. But again, for that data set, what is the problem that they have to solve? What are the business challenges they have to drive the data for? What kind of data pipelining, warehousing that they have to do? What kind of right cleanup they would have to do? What kind of tables they have to create from that huge data set, right? All that will come in the purview of product manager. So what I'm trying to say is analytics manager will be helping data product manager, while data product manager will be feeding in the business side of data requirement, right? They will be telling them that what are the business challenges that we have to solve with data, what is the problem statement we are looking for what use cases, and what is the eventual outcome we are looking from data, right? And then analytics manager or whatever that role is, right, they'll be helping their team to execute that entire work. So data PM is very common these days because so much of data is there in the market, and sometimes we often don't know how to make sense of the data, right? Where, how to tie that data with the business. And that's where a PM is coming in place. They are letting data team know that these are the business challenges and these are the problem statements that we have to resolve, and they given the right PRDs for the data, and then data team work on the execution part of it. Then they evaluate the data back into the hypothesis that they want to evaluate for.
Great. Yeah, I think that summarizes it well. I think one recent case study I was reading was for, I think, the company Duolingo, where they were sort of after a great growth uh, role, they were sort of stagnating in terms of their year-on-year growth of daily active users and monthly active users, and that is when data PM sort of and mostly all companies, especially the sort of smaller companies, right? Like they experiment a lot. They look at data a lot, and he sort of tried to do a lot of wayfinding and found out that what are the core metrics that a business needs to move so that you could spur a higher growth. So that what is the kind of end metric that I need to move so that my daily active users and monthly active users are impacted the maximum. And there was some entire I think even if you Google will find this entire case study, but it is a lot of iterations that they did with data, and it was a very data based finding that they had, that okay, this is one particular metric, let us build for moving this one particular metric, and this will sort of impact all of the growth related issues that we are facing. So that is where a lot of these data, as Monica mentioned, right, like connecting the business and the data side is probably the core role of data PM.
Yeah, I think in last few years we have moved a lot away from the gut-based decision making to data-based decision making, and that's where all these PLGs, product-led growths, and data product managers are coming in picture and helping make right decisions for the businesses.
Yeah. Yeah, I think when product groups are very large, we have more niches. But I think for those orgs where they have a smaller product groups, you'll probably find the PM doing all of these things themselves. But when I think there are larger groups and larger products that are getting built, you find all of these compartmentalization of roles. So,
Right.
yeah. Any other question, Ashish? I hope that answers your question.
Yes, Sahil, it does. Thanks.
Okay.